everyone, this is Spyro36 and welcome to review on Honeyground and Fable 2. Now, we'll start first, let's talk about Honeyground. And this Honeyground was made by Capcom themselves, came out in early of 2005, year before of Resident Evil 4, of course. This game came just a year before. Anyway, we'll talk about the story mode. The story goes that a young 18-year-old girl named Fiona Belly, she's gone off to college, and I guess she decided to visit with her family. Somewhere around there, she appears to wake up in a mysterious butcher room, which you meet Debbie in the beginning in sort of ways in the story. Somewhere around there, she wakes up, she looks around, and all of a sudden she sees this weird red eyes coming out of nowhere, snarling at her. And it didn't attack her, just jumped on her. Then she found a dog tag named Huey. So she decided to go investigate when she gets outside, and that's where you start the game. It's where you play as Fiona. You look around, you pick up new objects, somewhere in there, that's it. When you get to the upstairs, then you start your first beginning of the game. You change clothes. That's it. Now, somewhere around there, you find object stuff, you collect items for your weapons, of course, and somewhere around there you meet Huey, which he'll be your partner throughout the whole game, as long as you treat him good enough. And, let's see. Now, let's talk about the techniques and the combo moves. Now, you can pretty much, Fiona can only thing she could do is throw things at her enemies, and she can kick, that's all she can do. Or you can actually use her to slam in her enemies. But her stamina will actually run out pretty quick, so be very, very careful about that. But you got Huey on the hand. You can use 4 different moves, 4 different combos on Huey, which to sit, search, command, or stay, or good boy, or anything like that. What else? Okay, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics is really good. It's actually so interactive. It's just interesting. It's really good. Then the environment, amazing. There's not much you can tell of from any other game you played, besides survival horror games. This is the only game I might have played. Survival horror. Besides Resident Evil 4 and the other games. Let's see. Okay, for enemies. You do encounter all the, let's see, how many enemies are supposed to be there? Let's see, Debeltis, Ricardo, Diana, I cannot say her right, Danielle, I'll call her that, and Leslo, him, of course, the young and the old, of course. Pretty much every boss enemy you fight, they'll have their own different boss fighting techniques, or whatever you want to call it. Besides the environment, you can actually hide anywhere in the castle, or you can try to just get away until you can actually be safe for a moment. That's pretty much it right there. I know this might be a pretty short review on the Honeyground. Anyway, now there is sort of 4 endings on this game if you can actually get them. Now the worst ending you can get is if you actually beat the living hell on Huey and not give any praise or just treat him like he's nothing. And you get the bad ending, pretty much. I'm not going to explore it. I'm not going to even tell about it. Now as the other 3, depends how you treat Huey and depends how things you do in the game. Now, let's talk about the panic mode. Now that has to be the worst damn thing ever. If Fiona gets too scared, the screen will turn black and white. It'll start to shake and your controller will start to shake, be like bump bump, bump bump. It'll be out of control. And once she does that, she starts screaming and you have no actually control over her. All she does is run and you the best you can do is move her as where you can, and make sure you don't hit in a wall, of course. Anyway, but there is a slight advantage. You can use her to, in some ways you can use her in Center Badge. Now, let's talk about Fable 2. Fable 2 is the most interesting game I've played it on the Xbox 360. I am not a fan of the Xbox 360. But there are some games that I do want to play. Fable 2 became very interesting because my fiance bought it and played it. He beat already. Now, the story goes is these two young kids wanted to make life of themselves because they don't have parents. Their parents were killed. So here you can play a male or a female character, whoever you want to. And let's see what else. Anyway, the story goes that these two young kids, you start your mission to collect a few coins and make yourself useful for your older sister, Rose, who is your older sister. Anyway, let's see. Somehow, once you collect all the coins, you supposed to get this little box that is supposed to be some kind of wishing box. You make your wish, any wish your heart desire, and it will come true. But before you get to that, this old woman will tell you about it, and this sort of stuff, of course. But once you get the box, and Rose will try and make the wish, you just stand there and watch. But it doesn't work. But somehow it does work, and the box disappears. It'll be gone. And this servant comes out of nowhere. It explains that the Lord likes to see you, which is to stay in the castle, in which you travel with your sister and your servant all the way to the castle and this young guy. I basically forgot the guy. I'm sorry. I haven't played this game in a while. Anyway, the guy will talk about what happened to his wife and his children and all that stuff. And pretty much, you get chunked out the window. I'm not really going to get into all the details about this game. If you have played this, play it. I have not. Well, if you play this game, you know the story and all that, you would know. But if anybody hadn't played this, I'm not going to get into details. You have to figure out yourself. Now, as for the combos and all the magic, you can actually train your character to get these magical powers and awesome swords and weapons you can use. Now, if you can't you can actually find all these weapons and swords throughout the whole game while you process. Now, the graphics is amazing. It's out of this world. The environment is pretty good. It's beautiful the way they made it. It's just actually amazing. Now, as for let's see, you can actually use your character to become evil or good. It's more like a similar lifestyle in reality you can use. You can actually marry someone, have children. You can actually buy a house, buy furniture, or you can divorce your husband and wife, depending on what gender you'll be playing. Overall, this game is really good. I recommend you should play it. I have played this game one time, and I got a little help from my fiance. Now, that's pretty much it there. Okay, guys, that's pretty much there. I will play this game real soon, starting probably next January. Somewhere around January, pretty soon. And I will see you guys later. Okay, bye.